What's going on, everybody? Today we are going to download Kali Linux for your VMware Workstation Pro. You're going to want to navigate on whatever browser of your choice to Kali Linux. Click on the first link. All right, and then you're going to want to hit the download. Click on Installer Images, and then click on the installer. And then it's going to begin its download. Once your ISO download is finished, you're going to open up VMware Workstation Pro. You're going to select Create a New Virtual Machine. We're going to leave the option as typical. Hit Next. Select ISO, because that's the kind of image we downloaded. Click Browse. Head over to your downloads and select the image that we just downloaded for Kali. Hit Next. Select Linux because we are installing a Linux guest operating system, and Kali Linux is a Debian based version of Linux, so we'll select Debian 12, 64-bit, and then we're going to name our virtual machine. In this case, we're going to do Kali, but you can choose whatever you're going to allocate the amount of storage that you'd like for the VM to potentially have. Hit Next. Select Customize Hardware. We're going to allocate 4 gigabytes of RAM, or however much RAM you can utilize based on the hardware that you have. Typically, it's recommended to only use about half of that, at least for the installation process. And then once it is fully installed, you're going to want to adjust as accordingly. Because if you're running a home lab with multiple machines running, you don't want all of your RAM being used by only one machine. Close, and then finish, and then your Kali is going to be created. You're going to power it on for the first time. You have the option of what kind of installs you want to do and different options, but we're going to do graphical install. You're going to choose the language that you want. You're going to select the location of where you are, the kind of keyboard key map you want to use. It's going to configure it. All right, and then you're going to create your host name for your machine. I'm just going to leave it on Kali, but if you want to, you can rename the computer name to whatever you like. We're not going to use a domain name. All right, you can enter the name of your full user, which in this case is going to be Kali user, and then the actual username of your account. We're just going to leave that as Kali, or whatever your name is if you want to rename it. Typically, these will be left in lowercase. You're going to select a password of your choice for this VM, and then the time zone that you're in. And then it's going to start installing and partitioning and setting up the storage system you're going to use for the VM. You're just going to use all the defaults. Hit yes. It's going to partition your disk, and then once you're done partitioning, it's going to leave you with what kind of desktop environment you want. We're just going to leave it on default, and then we're going to select install. And then it's going to start installing all of Kali's required dependencies, packages, all the tools that it uses, etc. Once that's done downloading, you're gonna get a window saying install grub bootloader to your primary drive. You're gonna click continue. You're gonna select the partition that you wish to use, and it'll install the grub bootloader on that partition. And now the install is basically complete. All you're gonna do is click continue, and it's gonna reboot your Kali VM. You'll get to log in for the first time. I'm gonna hit enter. All right, now we're at the login screen. We're gonna log in. And you've successfully installed your first Kali virtual machine. Right. All right. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video, and I'll catch you in the next one.